And you should also be concerned about another infrastructure, not one that's falling apart, but one that's being built, an infrastructure of tyranny with the TSA and with secretive courts. We learned today that the NSA gets a green light from a secret court. This is their own court. DNI Clapper has decided to declassify a court decision and disclose publicly that the government filed an application with the FISA court seeking renewal of the authority to collect telephony metadata in bulk, and that the court renewed that authority. Well, isn't that nice? We've had the pretense that courts can change the Constitution. Now we have the pretense that secret courts can change the Constitution without any argument, without any debate, without the public even knowing what is in these court decisions. Take a look at this decision here. It shows, first of all, notice that we've got about 15 lines blacked out describing who and where they're going to be getting tangible things from. And then look at the top and bottom of every page. It says top secret. There is no reason for any court in America to have a top secret decision. The U.S. needs to know about that. They pretend that they're changing the Constitution. They aren't. The emperor has no clothes. And yet what we hear today is in direct contradiction to that. We see that Sensenbrenner, who was one of the ones who put together the Patriot Act under George Bush, is now saying that he's going to put the NSA bulk collection of data out of business. He says it's time to put their metadata program out of business. Well, since he wrote the Patriot Act and since he hasn't really been involved in civil liberties for the last 12 years, is this anything more than a head fake? Is he really kind of concerned that this Frankenstein monster that he's created, he needs to distance himself from it now that he sees the peasants picking up pitchforks and torches? I think that's all there really is to it. If he's really serious, we'll see them shut down the FISA court and we'll see him put in jail the judge that issued this decision, as well as the FBI people and the NSA people who are using that decision. Well, it's not just the feds who are getting into the Tyranny Act. It's also at local state government. And we got a special report right after the break with Alex Jones showing you what happened in Austin this weekend.
Why is nascent iodine so important?
Nascent iodine is so important because it goes directly to the thyroid. It's not bonded to a salt, which means it doesn't have to be broken down, and it's the most usable form. It's what the body uses. It's what the body is designed to use. If you have low energy levels, if you have pains, if you have thyroid problems, if you don't feel up to par, well, they've proven now that the fluoride and a lack of iodine causes a decreased IQ, because you have all this stuff that builds up inside your system and builds up and builds up. And that's why some people, when they start taking iodine, will have what's called a Herxheimer reaction or a detoxification reaction. But that's a good sign. That means you're detoxifying all that fluoride buildup, the mercury buildup in there, the bromine buildup in your system, and the chlorine buildup in your system. You don't want those things. All of those things have been proven as carcinogens. That's one of the reasons prostate cancer is on the rise too, is because prostate takes up iodine, and the men that are lacking iodine causes the prostate to become cystic and causes the prostate to swell and eventually leads to prostate cancer. There's been an extreme rise in polycystic ovarian disease, PCOS, with women, fibrocystic breast disease, because iodine is stored in the breast tissue, the ovaries, the prostate glands in men. It's utilized by every single cell in the body.
Why does this almost taste good compared to other iodine that tastes horrible? That's because it's real iodine, atomic form.
We wanted something that's going to go straight into the bloodstream and straight into the thyroid gland. We wanted to put it in a vegetable glycerin base. That's a USP kosher certified vegetable glycerin base. And that product is not tested on animals. It's vegan friendly, it's gluten free, it's GMO free.
Of all the things I've done, nascent iodine was just absolutely amazing. So we developed with Dr. Group a double strength, low price. InfoWarsLife.com, Survival Shield, the atomic nascent iodine, available right now.